Good evening. Welcome to the first episode of Burgundy and Gold Nation. I'm your host, Jeffrey Davis. We got a lot to talk about. So, the Washington football team is currently on the lookout for a quarterback for the 2021 NFL season. A lot of interesting names are being brought up. Deshaun Watson, Matthew Stafford, Derek Carr, Mitchell Trubisky, Marcus Mariota, Jameis Winston, Ryan Fitzpatrick, and just about every other quarterback that's going to be a free agent. Well, more than a free agent, because some of these quarterbacks will have to be acquired via trade. Now, the interesting thing about Deshaun Watson for me, the bid going to start at three first round picks. To me, just for me, I'm cool on that. I'm cool on that because I asked myself, if you put Deshaun Watson on this team, does that guarantee us a Super Bowl? I don't think so. I don't think so. I just don't want to give up three first round picks for a quarterback making. No, he's not going to be making 40 million. He's going to be making 10 million this year. But this team needs depth. We need depth. We need a couple more good drafts before we make that kind of commitment. You giving up three first round picks. That's gonna that's and then you can say, well, you got Deshaun, you already have your quarterback. Do you know what we'll be missing out on? We need offensive line help. We need receiver help, as some would say. Then they're also talking about giving up one of our best defensive linemen in Montez Sweat. So I think I just would have to just go somewhere. I wouldn't even entertain that. I wouldn't even think about entertaining that. Then you have Matthew Stafford. According to some people, they believe it's going to take 2 ones for him. I'm cool on that. Although with Stafford, the 20 million, I think he's making. He's on he's got a reasonable contract. Matt Stafford do, but the two first round picks, I'm not sure. Maybe I would entertain that. Yeah, maybe I would, because again, we're gonna be if we get Matthew Stafford, I think we should be at least a 11, at least 11 win team. So that would mean you would be picking in the early 20s, if not later, mid 20s, 19th pick this year, mid 20s in the 2022 season. Yeah, yeah, like I probably could deal with that. But rumors He wants to go to the Colts. The Colts have an outstanding O-line. Our line is not bad as everybody make it out to be. The quarterback play is what made that line, one in particular, one quarterback in particular, made that line look bad. The line didn't look nearly as bad when you had a competent quarterback back there. I just say that. They're not world beaters, but when those guys came in the game, speaking of Allen, Heineke, and Smith, you see the offense just move. It's like when you see the offense moving, getting first downs, and like, just getting a first down here and there, which Haskins couldn't do. It makes these guys look like it make them look like Rodgers or Brady. In terms when you sitting there watching this offense just stagnant when Haskins was in for the first 4 or 5 weeks, and we would just be happy to just get a first down, one first down. It's like we won the Super Bowl to get a first down. As soon as the quarterback play got a little better, you see the ball moving. It looked like normal, just a normal offense, just moving the ball. When we start expecting to score, but again, we're looking at the options: Matthew Stafford, Deshaun Watson, Cam Newton. And I'm thinking that's the move they're gonna make. I just got a feeling that's the move they're gonna. I'm thinking that's the move. I don't know how he would fit in this locker room. I don't know how he would fit in. But I'm not as down on Cam as the rest of the NFL seems to be. See, that's a total different system that they run in New England. And if Cam can come in here, put his head down, which it's going to be, I don't know if he can do it. But if he can come here and put his head down, run the offense, might be an option. Nah, I just do you, don't you don't. And the draft. Oh, I forgot about the Derek Carr rumor. There's rumors that we seem to be interested in Derek Carr. Reasonable contract. But we don't. Yes, yeah, we do have the weapons. I was just about to say we don't have the weapons for Carr because he's not as mobile as the rest of those guys. But we do, and I think we're gonna add another one in. What is his name? Samuels from Carolina. But you got McKissick. Should have Bryce Love coming back. Still waiting to see him. McLaurin, Gibson. Got some pretty good weapons underneath to get the ball. Just get the ball in their hands. That's what we need. Somebody to get the ball into those guys' hands and let them do the rest. So the draft, everybody already know we're not going to be able to get the top two quarterbacks, Trevor Lawrence, Zach Wilson. And I would even bet if the Jets don't take Wilson, they're going to send him to San Francisco for the 12th pick. Just a hunch. If they don't take Wilson, they're going to trade with San Francisco. They're going to make sure they get him. So he's out. So then you have Trey Lance, Justin Fields. I watched that title game, that national championship game. I just didn't see what was special about Justin Fields. It's just me. Didn't see too much of Trey Lance. Or in the late round picks. Another name being brought up is Jamin Newman. That's an interesting. That's an interesting uh, prospect right there, and maybe he can be had with the first pick in the, with our first pick in the third round. I would look into doing that, bringing Heineke and Allen back, taking a quarterback somewhere in the third with that first pick in the third round, and just build his team up, build depth. This offense is not that bad when you got somebody in there that just know what they're doing. So mortgaging the future for a Deshaun Watson or a Matthew Stafford. Again, the Stafford trade, but he wants to go to Indy. So I would bring those guys back and probably look at a Jamin Newman in the third. I'm not sure about Marcus Mariota, even though he's can run a lot of RPO and uh, I'm not really sold on Marcus Mariota. Jameis Winston, he's gonna throw a lot of. He might throw a lot of interceptions, but I think he'll make a lot of plays too. And like I said, you got somebody that can look competent. Just look competent. You don't have to be Brady Rogers because the defense is good enough. So you got somebody in there just know what they're doing. Just Haskins. The league done messed up. But I like the idea of bringing back Taylor Heineke and Kyle Allen, and just roll with a third round QB for this year. Maybe take the consensus pick. To me, seems to be Christian Darrisaw with the 19th pick. I seen some mocks, Kadarius Tony, Trey Lance, if he falls that far. He may get there if, because, oh, yes, the Carolina Panthers are rumored to be going all in on Deshaun Watson. Yes, I just thought about that. And what they picked, seven or eight, 7 or 8. So they got a way better shot than us. And they can send Bridgewater back to Houston on a not quite. That's what he got. Another. What can they do with their contract after this year? Next year they can get out from under that contract. Their Bridgewater contract. Maybe after this year. Cause I don't think what was it, like 60-something million. But I knew all that wasn't guaranteed. So maybe they can move on from Bridgewater after this year, the 2021 season. So they can ship Bridgewater to Houston for Deshaun and how many other picks? Maybe 2 more picks. So I really think we out of the Matthew Stafford, not by choice, but I think they just got their minds on somewhere. And even though Carolina said they're going hard, they're gonna make a strong play for him. I'm really thinking if I had to bet, I would say the Miami Dolphins are gonna come out of it because I just can't see the Jets doing it. I just can't see the Jets doing it. Okay, you give up. Wait, they probably wouldn't. They probably maybe give up 2 ones because they got the second pick. But what are you gonna do? What are you gonna put around them? Or you could get the yes, you could get the oh, the Jets could use that number 1 pick, the number 12 pick for Donner. They could use that number 12 pick for Donner. Yes. So they could put something around him. But why would he want to go there? I just don't see why he would want to go there. They're playing that. I say the Dolphins. I say Deshaun to the Dolphins. That's going to end up happening. Matthew Stafford to the Colts. We just going to be left out stuck. And I think they're going to try to make a play for Cam Newton. If I had to bet anything, I think they're gonna try to make a play for Cam Newton. I don't know. I don't know. But he does know the offense. Could he come here, put his head down, and get to work? I'm not worried about the sky. I think Cam Cam can. I think he can bounce back in this system. With this, he know this system. I think he can bounce back. I think he can bounce back. Could he keep his head down and get to work? Would he be a distraction here? That's the thing. Well, kind of tired. First episode. Y'all tell me how you like it.